Hello, we are the Rheingans sisters. We are folk musicians, multi-instrumentalists, song makers and composers from England and France.
We kind of play a lot of traditional music from Europe, I would say. We've both kind of studied quite deeply folk music in Sweden, Norway and France, where I'm based now. But we grew up in the Peak District in England. Our dad is a violin maker, so that kind of explains partly. He also makes banjos, which explains fully. Yes, we've got a variety of instruments on stage. We play a lot of traditional music from Europe, but we're also composers and songwriters. So, but a lot of those influences are kind of seep into our compositions as well. So. A lot of our music is dance music or based on dance rhythms. So playing for dancing or playing for people to want to move and dance could be a good thing. We do like playing for dance, but obviously we have adapted a lot of that music to a sit down crowd as well. But even, having the cadence, having the danceability there, even for a sit-down audience, is something that we love.
Yeah, there's a kind of joy and an energy in that music, which I think can transfer anyway to an audience that isn't moving around as much. I think also with our music, as you can see, we're kind of surrounded by many parts here. And I think a lot of all our arrangements and compositions, I feel like they're quite cinematic. And I feel like the audience experience is probably something like that's more than a sum of its parts going on. And I think for us as well, our meeting together with our instruments, there's like an alchemy in the middle. So I would hope the audience kind of, feel quite enveloped by that somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, but also more pragmatically, just wanting to share music and instruments that maybe people haven't come across, and musical traditions that they haven't heard before. So also a kind of educational, just sharing of those things. So over here we've got a Pyrenean tambourin à cordes, which is a percussive instrument. It's a strung drum. So that comes with me from southwest France. And then it's also played in tandem with a small 3-holed flute called the flabuta. And then we've got fiddles and a viola. The fiddles were made by our dad, Helmut Rheingans. And our banjos were made by our dad as well. And so he's a violin and banjo maker. 5-string banjos, and we've got an electric guitar. And I have a piece of wood, which I tap my feet on. So foot percussion. And that's about it, I think.
I think the other thing that's special about gigs together, as opposed to maybe the other projects that we play in, is that, we always leave a little bit of improvisation space. So I think what I also really hope the audience, when they come to our gig, feel is similarly a little bit on the edge of their seat, because that's where we are. And that's where I think the magic can happen, when there's some space for the unexpected.
Magic can happen.
Brother, you were so young when you learned to talk and be ignored, when you learned to love and learned to run. Brother, you were smiling in the photograph they took that day in January. On the final house in Bogside, long after the paint's dried, the writing's on the wall. While those who sit deciding never feared a bullet flying through the window. What do we learn? Oh, what do we learn? Our sisters stood across the sea, facing hate with fear and rage. They learned to stand and to fight on. Our sisters, they were dancing in the streets that day. Steps had made the tables turn. Hour after midnight in righteous colours What do we learn? Oh, what do we learn? What do we learn? Oh, what do we learn? This museum holds a secret. It's in the photographs they took that day and now hang on the wall. Just across the ocean, how many lives are broken? Soldiers on the beach. While our days are sheltered, the pipes play loud, poppies line the streets. What do we learn? Oh, what do we learn? What do we learn? Oh, what do we learn? Our sisters' love still stains the streets. Our brothers' bones, they lie and glisten. Freedom speaks softly, but I can hear it when I listen. We have been extremely lucky to have toured in many places. Our music has taken us to many places in Europe. We've been touring in France, where Anna's based.
In Sweden.
In Sweden quite a bit.
In Ireland.
In Ireland. In Australia a few years ago was the furthest afield that we took our music.
Yeah. We unfortunately had to cancel a tour in Canada earlier this year. And some other gigs in Belgium and the Czech Republic due to COVID. But all of that hopefully is still to come after when things start getting back to normal. Mm-hmm. So really looking forward to going that way over the ocean where we haven't been yet. Especially because a lot of the traditional music that we really love also comes from over there and we haven't kind of been there to explore that yet. So hopefully we'll get the chance soon.
Yeah, usually everywhere we've been, in order to play music somehow, becomes part of our set carrying on. So, I mean, that's been our like artistic practice as well as, job. So just to carry on doing that, to carry on letting new places inspire new music.
Yeah,
is what
and the
we
people
want.
we meet on the way. And what I like as well is meeting people on the way that tell us what they experience, what our music is about for them, what the songs, tell them, what the tunes, where they're transported to when they watch us. So that's always inspiring.
Yeah. Look how pink the sky has turned, and how the land looks wider. They say tomorrow will be fine, tomorrow will be brighter. After the bell rang from the one remaining altar, I heard the ripples follow each other across the water, and the idea we'd be better, that someone had been small enough to crawl inside and ring out from the clutter. We can't see everything from up here, no one can, no one can, no one can. We can't see everything from up here, no one can, no one can. Love's young daughter, there is still time for you. You'll make the stars renew, and we'll sing your name on birthdays. We'll tell you a story about how it all comes undone, about how the pain never happened after the bell is rung. Oh, love's young daughter, there is still time for you. You'll make the stars renew, and we'll sing your name on birthdays. We can't see everything from up here, no one can, no one can, no one can. We can't see everything from up here, no one can, no one can, no one can. We can't see everything from up here, no one can, no one can, no one can. Look how pink the sky has turned, and how the land looks wider. Maybe tomorrow will be fine, tomorrow will be brighter. We've both missed it a lot, actually. When we're on the road together, we have generally a pretty good time, don't we?
Great time.
Getting welcomed and getting fed well and getting to play. I mean, this is like our happy place. So in order to do it, it's beautiful. But yeah, what have we not missed? I mean, driving around, I suppose. That's a classic answer.
Probably just service station.
Sandwiches.
Breakfast.
Just sandwiches.
When you've got, a slight geographical, something doesn't quite work out and you've got a big drive and you've got to get up very early. Just sort of things like that. But it's worth it.
It's worth it, yeah.